And how y'all feeling? Welcome back. How y'all feeling, man? Don't waste your life. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your potential. Don't waste your value in life. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your potential. Don't waste your value in life. You know? And I want to start off by saying do whatever you want to do in life and always go after whatever your gut is telling you to go after, whatever your heart is telling you to go after. Whatever you want to, whatever your dreams and goals is, whatever your purpose is in life, whatever you love to do, go after that. Don't second guess it. Don't second guess it. You feel me? Because it's like if you second guess going after your dreams and goals and your priorities and the way you want to live, then you ain't gonna do nothing but hold back the life that you really want to live for yourself. Like, you ain't doing nothing but waiting and procrastinating and wasting your time because you not really focused on what you really want out of life. You putting it to the side for everything else. And I don't think we should do that. You feel me? Not just talking to y'all, talking to me too. Don't put nothing to the side. Don't put your main priorities, your main goal, your main dreams, your heart, your purpose to the side for something that you don't like to really do. You feel me? Don't put your dreams and goals, don't put your whatever you love to do in life, whatever you want to do in life, don't put that to the side. You do that first. You put that first. You follow your dreams and goals. You follow your heart. You follow your passion. You follow your gut. You take that risk. You take action on that idea, and you go after it. And you make something. You make something happen. You make something shake. You feel me? It's like we a lot of times we'll put our main goal, our main priority in life, and that's taking a risk, us starting something. We'll put that to the side when really we need to put that first. Like, we need to be first. We need to put us first. You need to put yourself first. Don't don't wait. Don't don't expect somebody to understand you putting yourself first because they not. You know, they not gonna understand you putting yourself first. It's important that we put ourselves first and we go after our dreams and goals in life. You know, we have to go after our dreams and goals in life, and we have to put ourselves first. We can't procrastinate. We can't wait. We can't wait on support to come and help us. We can't wait on people to come and help us. We have to take that risk. We have to jump on that idea. We have to go after everything that we want in life. You have to make yourself the number one priority. You have to make yourself the number one priority, and you have to chase your dreams and goals. You can't you have to put yourself first. You gotta make yourself the priority. For real. Like, I'm like, man, go after your dreams and goals in life. Whatever you want to do in life, you can do it as long as you believe in yourself. Even if it is hard. If it's hard, anything I feel like anything hard in life is good for you. Anything that you gotta go through that's hard is gonna be good for you. So always look for the hard. You never want the easy because you learn more when it's hard. You grow and you elevate more when life is hard. You know, you take in more wisdom. You take in more information. You get to grow. You grow more when life is hard. When you got to go through challenges, when you got to go through problems, when you got to go through things that you don't want to go through, that's when you learn more. It's better. Life is better when you able to experience more hard because then it's like, okay, I'm so used to it and I'm so used to embracing the hard that I ain't gonna do nothing but keep getting better. I'm not going. Nothing's going to happen, but I'm going to keep getting better. Instead of me trying to figure out, me trying to keep going through the easy and keep trying to get things so easy, then I'm not learning nothing. I'm not growing. I can't take nothing under my tool belt in life if I keep getting easy and keep getting escapes to life. So you don't really want the easy route. You want the hard route, because the hard route is going to teach you what you need to know. You have to go after you gotta embrace the hard. You have to. If it's not easy, then you gotta appreciate it. And going through the hard gonna give you a certain gratitude, certain grace. Yeah, I understand that. And a lot of times mental, like, sometimes we gotta step in a space where we can get mental clarity. you know we have to go by ourselves. Sometimes we got to separate ourselves from certain environments, certain people, to get mental clarity, to clear our mind, and just be self-aware of what's going on in life for us, for yourself. So sometimes you gotta separate yourself to get mental clarity. You know, like, that's important. Separation of environment, of people, and just getting your mental together and being self-aware of what you don't like and what you do like. What's for you and what's not for you. That's very important. What's for you and what's not for you, and just separating yourself from the crowd and the environment, because a lot of us are going through a lot mentally that we don't talk about. You know, we go through a lot mentally that we don't like to talk about. You know, that's just how life is, though. We go through a lot and we don't want to talk about it. We can't communicate. We don't want to tell nobody. We just want to go through it, and we just want to, just live it, just live the pain in silence. You know, we want to experience pain and we want to live it in silence. So it's like, man, but going back to what I said though, don't never put your dreams and goals to the side. Don't never put you to the side. Always put you first. Because you can't help nobody else if you don't help yourself. You can't help nobody else if you don't help yourself in life. You would just be stalling your success. At the end of the day, you would just be stalling your success, trying to help everybody else out, trying to fit in, trying to be in environments that's not meant for you. All you doing is stalling your success in life, and you stalling your progress, and you stalling your growth. You know? Yeah, I would say you gotta. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, but I say, yeah, it's a battle. It's a battle. It's a war. It's a marathon that you gotta run with yourself. Like, because it is hard. It's not easy, and with the mental and the environment that you in, and it's just a lot to take on. I know. But at the same time, I want to say, try to stay positive the best you can. Try to look at the good things in life, whatever it is. Get some time to yourself, get you some peace, you know, stay positive, and things will work out for the better. Just see the bright side of things. Because we always have a perspective. We could look at life negative or we could look at life positive, you know? And that could really, the choices we make can change our life. Our perspective can change our life, the way we see things. You know, even if it feel like everything is crashing down and everything is falling, you gotta look at it from a point of view like, okay, I can build everything back up. You know? Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it for real. But yeah though, when when everything is falling apart, man, you gotta build it back up yourself. You have to build it back up yourself, because problems and challenges gonna happen in life, and you gotta know how to handle it. You gotta know how to prepare yourself. Self preparation. You gotta know how to prepare yourself for the problems that's going to come to you. You gotta prepare yourself for life. A lot of people don't prepare themselves, so when problems and challenges come, they don't know how to handle it, and then they just react off of their emotions and they temper. But if we prepare ourselves and we have self preparation and we work on things that need to be worked on, then we will be better. We will be able to grow. We will be able to elevate in life. So it's important that you work on yourself, that you have self preparation, and you prepare yourself for life. Because, like I always say, life is not always going to go the way you want it to go. It's not always going to go the way you want it to go. It's not, but no matter what, you always got to make yourself the priority. No matter what, you got to put yourself first. You have to put yourself first. You got to take care of yourself. You got to focus on yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You know, can't nobody else help you if you can't help yourself. If you're not focused on your life and your goals and the things you have to get done in life, then you are wasting your time, you wasting your potential, and you not making yourself the priority in life. When you need to be the priority in life, and you need to focus on your life, and you need to focus on your dreams and goals, and you need to be locked in with who you trying to be. You need to be locked in with who you trying to be in life. And you can't let nobody get in your way, nobody stop you. Like, your time is important. Your time, your purpose, and your value is important, you know? But if you don't recognize it, or if you're not aware that your time and your value is important, then it's just gonna pass by you. Life, time, and your purpose is just gonna pass by you. So we have to put ourselves first. We have to create a life that we wanna live in our purpose. Create that life, no matter how hard it gets. No matter how hard life gets, we have to keep going. We have to keep going no matter how hard life gets. For real. Because, like I say, hard going through the hard in life is going to build you. It's going to build you. When you gotta go through the mud, when you gotta go through your challenges, you gotta go through anything in life. That's hard. It's going to build you, and I feel like going through like going through certain things in life is wisdom, especially if you don't know it. If you don't know it, like if you going through certain problems and you going through certain challenges, and you don't understand that hard could be wisdom. Like anything you go through in life, anything you can learn from anything, literally. You can learn from any problem, any situation, anything you go through in life. Losing a friendship, losing a relationship, you know, losing anything close to you. Losing anything close to you. Anything can be wisdom if you look at it at a perspective that you willing to learn. You know? Any hard you go through is always wisdom because you can learn something from it. Whether it hurt you, whether no matter what it is, any experience that you go through that you don't want to go through, you can always learn from it. Always learn from it. You know? And going, keep striving. It's not you now, but one choice or one decision, every day can change your life. Making one choice and one decision every day can change your life. You know, so don't never don't give up. Don't give up. No matter how hard life gets, no matter if something is going your way or it's not going your way, keep going. You gotta keep striving. You gotta keep trying to be great, and you gotta keep putting yourself first. You have to keep putting yourself first. Nobody else should come before you. Nobody else should come before you. You got to make yourself the priority in life. You have to make yourself the priority in life and make the right choices too. You you got to be accountable for your lifestyle too. Be accountable for the way you living, for the choices, you know. And you got to grind for your future self. You got to go all in for your future self. Don't don't always don't put too much on the right now. Just experience, make the right choices, and grind for your future self. Be successful for your future self. You know, make something out of yourself. That's the whole goal in life. What your future self, making your future self proud. Because when you growing, man, when you in your 20s, when you younger, I feel like when you younger and you in your 20s, that's like it's learning. You learning. You experiencing. You going through life trying to figure out what you gonna do. But regardless of it, I feel like you always gonna be trying to figure life out. You always are going to try to figure life out, regardless of the age. But when you in your 20s, you really you really trying to figure it out. But it's a forever thing. It's a forever thing. You always figuring it out. And that's with a relationship, with a friendship, with family in general. Nobody is perfect, but we all gotta figure life out. And we all gotta understand how life works. It's always ups and downs, you know. Something we might have good days, we gonna have bad days. You just gotta understand that life gonna be a roller coaster. You gonna be up one moment and then the next moment you gonna be down. You gonna be up, then you gonna be down. You know things things you just gotta work on yourself. That's the best thing you can do is prepare yourself for it before it comes. Prepare yourself for it before it comes. You know. Prepare yourself for life before life hits you. So you understand and you ready for it. You know? That's important. Prepare yourself. Self preparation. Self preparation. And it's like, man, sometimes you gotta, man, your belief gotta be on a different level too. Like, you gotta really believe in yourself. No matter who believe in you and who don't. who's supporting you and who not. It's all up to you. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to make something happen for yourself. You know, don't be afraid to take that risk. Don't be afraid to jump on that idea. Don't be afraid at all. You got to believe in yourself, and you got to actually take that action to want to accomplish your dreams and goals in life. You gotta want to take that step, that risk in life to accomplish your dreams and goals. You have to, because if you don't, then you just gonna be wasting your time, wasting your life, and wasting your potential. You're gonna be wasting your time, wasting your life, and wasting your potential. So we gotta get up and chase our dreams and goals and be successful in life with no excuses. Ain't no excuses. We gotta be accountable for the life that we want, and we have to go after it. We have to. The choice is ours. The choice is always yours. What you get up and do every day. Sometimes you have to look at your habits. You gotta look at your habits in life. Do I have good habits? Do I have bad habits? You know, and you gotta start taking out bad habits and start putting in good habits. Wanting to do better every day, getting 1% better every day. It's important. It's important. But your choices, man, your habits, all of it matter. All of it matter. You need to look at your look at your habits, you know, all of that. But man, I feel like we gotta start, man, thinking need to come back, critically thinking, planning, having a plan and sticking to it. But I ain't gonna lie, I know how hard it is trying to have a plan and stick to that plan, especially when things ain't going your way. When things ain't going your way in life, it's hard to stick to a plan. It's hard to keep doing something, But like I say, you gotta always choose. You got a choice which hard you wanna live by. Which hard you, and it's a lonely road, because it's like your choices are all on you. Your decisions are all on you. It's not on nobody. It's not on nobody else but you. Is not on nobody else but you. So you gotta make the big decision for your life. You have to make the big choice for your life. You you literally, like I said before, you are your biggest investment. You are your biggest investment in life, because your choices are going to determine your lifestyle, you know? So it's like, man, it's all up to you. It's all up to you. The decision, the choice is yours. But we gotta experience, and we gotta keep going. We gotta experience life, and we gotta keep going. No matter what, we can't give up. We gotta keep going to be successful, no matter what comes in our way, what comes along our journey. We can't give up. We can't. Continue to chase your dreams and goals. Continue to live with value. Make your life valuable. You know, appreciate your time. Be grateful for your time. Be grateful for your life. You know, appreciate everything. But when you experiencing, and you got to go through your hard, you got to go through your challenges, you got to go through your problems. Just be patient with it. Just be patient with life, and then you will understand, and you will see why you had to go through your problems, your challenges, and everything that you went through in life. You know, You will understand that. But you have to go through it and experience it. You have to go through and experience it. I ain't gonna lie. And it's like, I ain't gonna lie, it's like, man, you gotta be a different person to stick to something, like to actually be consistent and be dedicated, and actually go after something every day, even when you don't see it and you don't see the results, but you keep grinding, you keep being consistent, and you keep chasing your dreams and goals, even when you don't see the results you don't want to see. Like, that's something hard, and a lot of people can't really, you feel me, like, stick to, because who wants to keep chasing something that they don't see, you know? Like, why would I want to keep going after something that's not showing me no results, that's not giving me no quick response? I have to wait for the response. And then it's like, you don't know, you going off of hope and faith. So I ain't gonna lie, at a certain point, I do understand why people, you know, stop something and then go into something else, because it's easier to do that. It's harder, it's way harder to stick to something even when you don't feel like doing it, and you don't see certain success at it. You don't see progress. You just doing it every day. You consistent with it. You dedicated to it, but you not getting no results from it. You not getting no likes. You not getting no shares. You not getting no views. You know, but you sticking to it. That takes a different type of level of grind. Because that is not easy at all. It's not easy. Like, you trying to stick to something every day consistently, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy. But like I said, the hard is where the magic happens. That's where the magic happens, and where you get everything from in life that you need. You get everything you need in life from the hard, and being uncomfortable. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like being uncomfortable really, like, it'll change your narrative too. It'll change your perspective too. Because when you uncomfortable, you doing something that you don't want to do. So then when you doing something that you don't want to do, you get used to doing something that you don't want to do. You know? If you get what I'm saying. So it's like that, it'll help you, and it'll shape you in a whole different way. When you doing something, it's like you getting up and you doing sports, or you going to work, or whatever it is. You getting up and you doing something every day that you don't want to do. You know, like, that discipline to do something, start it and stick to it on days even when you don't feel like doing it. That'll help you out in life, because when you actually find your purpose, and you find something you really want to do in life, and you love it wholeheartedly, that that them sports and that job that built you to doing something that you didn't want to do every day, but you know you had to do it. When you find your purpose in life, and you find something that you love to do, if you implicate that same hustle, that same dedication you had to your purpose and what you love to do in life, doing it even when you don't feel like doing it on them days, then you will be successful at it. That's why I say sometimes life will teach you, life will give you game to take along with you. Like, it'll give you tools, it'll give you information, it'll give you knowledge, it'll give you advice, it'll give you things to take with you. but you just gotta understand what it's giving you. You know, you gotta understand what it's giving you to be successful. You know, the wisdom is trying to show you, because a lot of people will be blind to the wisdom and the teachings of life. People be blind to the wisdom and the teachings of life. Like, they think they challenges and they problems every day and what they go through, they think is just happening. But they not looking at it from a learning point, when you should be looking at it from a learning point. You know? You should be looking at it from, like, okay, what did I learn from this problem? What did I learn from this challenge? You know? What wisdom can I take from that? Instead, people just think they problems are just there to be there. When your problems ain't just there to be there. They're there to teach you in life. They're there so you can learn from them. That's why your problems are there. They there so you can learn from them and you can take from them. Turn your losses into your lessons. Turn your losses into your lessons. But I had did a video. It was like, life is business and business is life. You know? Life is business and business is life. And I said that because it's like that's like a true statement. Because if you think about it, with a job, with a relationship, with a friendship, you know, you could have a friendship for probably 5, 6 years, and y'all fall out because of the principle, the principle that your friend didn't understand. They did something dirty, they did something backstabbing, they did something that you really didn't like and you didn't agree with. And you have certain principles and morals that you abide by, and your friend crossed that. They crossed them boundaries, and they went overboard. And that's why I say life is business and business is life. Because if you and your friend don't follow the terms and agreements to y'all business, the business of friendship, then somebody getting terminated. Somebody is getting fired. You know, y'all no longer friends. Ain't no point in that business relationship no more. Because that's how you gotta really look at it. And it's the same way with your spouse, with your relationship, with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You feel me? Whatever it is, it's like, if y'all not following the terms and agreements in that relationship, then it's like the relationship ain't gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. The person cheat, you cheat, she cheat, he cheat, whatever it is, the terms and agreements is over with. Like, it's life. Life is business and business is life. The same way with a job. What, you can't show up late. You can't be doing whatever you want on a job. You can't be wasting time. You gotta do your work. You gotta put the work in. Or what? You gonna get terminated. You gonna get terminated. So it's like that with everything. With everything, if you think about it. Friends, relationships. If you ain't following them terms and agreements in life, then you gotta go. You have to go. You gonna have to follow. You gonna have to follow the terms and agreements, man. I ain't gonna lie. But man. I be, I be like thinking like, ain't nothing easy. Ain't nothing easy. But still gotta go after everything you wanna go after in life. Still gotta chase your dreams and goals. You still like, oh boy, I'm still trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure it out. You could take a break. You could take a separation. You could separate yourself from your environment. You could try to figure out what you like, what you want to do, you know, your purpose in life, you know, what you love to do, your passion, trying to figure that out, trying to make it into a career, you know, man. But it's like, it's hard, boy. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard. But can't give up, and you can't just put it on the it's hard. You can't do that. You can't do that in life. You gotta keep going to be successful. Because I'm not stopping. You shouldn't stop. You shouldn't give up. Yo, what's up? What's up? How y'all feel? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling? But I was saying, no matter how hard life gets, nah, you good. But I was saying, no matter how hard life gets, don't stop. Don't stop trying to be successful. And whatever you doing in life, whatever your purpose is, whatever you trying to do in life, don't never stop. Don't never let nobody stop you from being successful. Always chase your dreams and goals. Always go after the life you want. No matter what comes your way. No matter what challenges comes your way. You know, always chase your dreams and goals. Always go after that life that you want to live for yourself. Everybody, and don't think you got it the hardest, because everybody trying to figure it out in some certain type of way. Even if it look like somebody may have a lot, they still trying to figure it out in some certain type of way. You know, the best thing you can get up and do is keep trying and keep going. Survive and experience and learn. You know, survive, experience, and learn in life in order to grow and elevate. Literally. Literally. And the crazy thing is, it's like, we don't really like, we don't know you don't know what's coming, you don't know what's gonna happen. The best thing you could do is have faith and hope, you know, and believe in yourself. Have faith and hope and believe in yourself that you can do anything you want to, and that you put your mind to. You know, you can be successful at anything you want in life. Literally, you can be successful at anything you want in life. I'm like, man, because boy, I didn't went from doing videos, like I was doing like 1 minute to 2 minute videos. You know, I started off with that. I'm like, let me do 1 minute to 2 minute videos and start my content creating career. You know, I'm like, let me do 1 or 2 minute videos starting my content creating career. And then after that, I was like, okay, I tried that. Let me try streaming now. Get on and learn how to stream, and, you know, just grow with streaming, because like I said, with anything, you always want to try. You always want to experience. You always want to take risks. You don't never want to just sit being comfortable at one thing, because it'll stagnate you in life. If you sit and try to be comfortable at one thing and wait and be okay with something that you just comfortable doing, you're gonna be stagnant. You gotta sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable. You gotta try new things, even if you don't know what you're doing. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you gotta try new things. Like, and it's like, it's not about being perfect, and it's not about knowing everything when you start something. It's not. It's about willing to take that risk and have hope and faith and believing in yourself, you know? Because that's pretty much what I'm doing. Having hope and faith because it's like starting off when I was starting off in the beginning with my minute 2 minute videos, it was like I was going off hope and faith. I wholeheartedly telling the truth. It was like I didn't know what I was doing. And it's still like that. Even with streaming, I'm just taking a risk. I had an idea and I'm jumping on it. Like I always say, experience is the best teacher in life. You will never know until you go through it, until it actually happens. It could be a whole lot of he say, she say, if this happened, what if this happened, how we gonna do this, how we gonna do that. But until you experience and until it actually happens, you will never know. But I started off 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 8 minute videos, and then I jumped right into stream. I'm like, let me try stream and let me go for like an hour. Let me see what this do. I ain't gonna lie, I actually mess with streaming. I mess with content creating, but it's like, it is, but it is a difficulty to it. It is hard trying to be consistent every day and chase your dreams and goals and actually stand for something and stand on what you say and trying to stand on what you do every day is not easy. But we all, like I say, we all have a choice. You have a choice every day. And your choices are going to determine where you gonna be in life. Literally. It's going to determine where you want to be in life. That's what's separating people. Their choices every day. The choices that they choose to make every day. But I'm like, I done went from a minute, 2 minutes to like trying to do an hour. Boy, it's not for the weak. It is not for the weak. Going from 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minute videos, 5 minutes to an hour. Like you gotta like, man, you gotta understand how hard that is. With no and then with my videos, I be going like off the head, you know? Like everything be straight from my mental. Sometimes I see something like because I'm a sponge, so I try to soak in as much information and knowledge that I can, and if I can get some, then I relay the game back on my channel, to help people out and to give people advice from what I learned, so I'm like a sponge. I like taking in information, I like taking in knowledge just to give back on my content for y'all. But most of the time, it be things I thought of, it be things that I learned in life. It be things I learned, in life, and then I come back and I talk about it. And am I always right? I understand that I'm not always right neither. And that I make mistakes myself in my content. Like I may repeat myself. I know I repeat myself. I repeat myself. What else can I say? I stutter. Like, but that's all a part of the process. Yeah, I just messed up. A BART. I said a BART instead of a part. But that's all a part of the process though. You still gotta trust the process. Cause even though my content may not be perfect, even though it may not be the best, my words may not be clear. Sometimes I stutter. Sometimes I don't know what to say. It's still gonna be a beautiful journey. You know? Because the ugly gotta come with the beautiful, the good gotta come with the bad. Failure gotta come with success. Literally. I understand my content ain't the best, but the most I can do is give my best effort, give the best game, give the best advice, even if I mess up, show my flaws, show me imperfect, You know, that's what I can do, and keep going. Keep going. So show my bad and my good. That's what I really be trying to do too. Show my bad and my good. I don't really just want to show the good because it's not just all good in real life. You know, everything is just not okay all the time, and you know you got everything going good all the time. You know, some days you have hard days. Some days you have bad days. You know, you have life is going to life. It's not always gonna be smiles and giggles and laughs. Sometimes it's gonna be frustration. It's gonna be sad. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be mad. You know, that's just how life is, and that's what I be trying to show in my content, like the real, you know, the authentic. That's what I try to show in my content. I try to show the real and the authentic so people can relate. You know, the good and the bad, the sad and the happy, you know, because that's real life. It's real life stuff. The good and the bad, the sad and the happy. And the most you can do is, like I say, prepare yourself for all of it. The good, the bad, the sad and the happy. You know, work on your emotions. If you know you have temper tantrums, you know you have problems with listening to people, taking in advice. Work on your listening skills. Work on your communication skills. If you have problems with talking or talking to people, you have problems understanding where somebody else coming from, work on that. Seeing things in a different perspective. Work on yourself. Work on yourself in life. It's important. It is very important because you don't want to come to a situation where it's like it became it's too late to work on yourself. You don't want to come to that. You always want to be 10 steps ahead, 5 steps ahead. You always want to be ahead. You don't never want to be behind. You don't want to never be left behind. So you always want to work on yourself and really, make your life worth living. Make your life worth living. It's about, sometimes it could be about the little things. It's not always about the big things in life. The communication, the listening, the patience, the discipline, the character. The faith, hope. It's about the little things in life. It's not always about the cars, money, jewelry. It's not always about that. It's not. Sometimes it's about the little things. Your responsibilities, your respect, your character, your discipline, loyal. Like, it's about those little things in life because that's what's going to take you a long way. Your patience, that's what's going to take you far in life. Materialistic stuff, it's not going to take you nowhere. If you ain't got yourself together and you ain't got your life together and you don't understand who you are, if you don't understand who you are, then it's like all the rest of it holds no value. The little things hold value. The character, the discipline, all of that holds value. So that's important. But I'm like, boy, I can imagine. I'm doing an hour streams. I can imagine like 24-hour streams though. Cause you see like 24-hour streams. People be grinding. That's a grind. You gotta be really locked in for a 24-hour stream. You gotta really be locked in for a 24-hour stream. But choices though, how bad you want success. How bad you want I think I'm gonna pull a 24-hour stream off. I'm gonna pull a 24-hour stream off. Watch. Right now I'm grinding with my hour streams. I'm gonna do a 2-hour stream too. I'm gonna have that coming up. I'm gonna do a 2 hour stream. I don't know when yet, but I'm definitely gonna get a 2 hour stream in, giving game and advice, and just really, really locked in and not going back, not looking back. Locked in and not looking back. But man, it's important to stay focused. It is important to stay focused for you and your life. Focus on you and yourself. Until you get yourself together, you shouldn't be worried about nobody else. You know? Until you get yourself together, you shouldn't be worried about nobody else. Nobody else. It's important that you focus on your life and you get your life together for you. Then, once you get your life together and you get your mental health and you get your wealth together, then it's cool to help and, show love. But until then, you have to make yourself the priority in life. Feeling how y'all feeling? Yep, you have to make yourself the priority in life. And you have to go after your dreams and goals. Yep. I'm like, man, boy, that grind, trying to be something in life, not easy. It's not easy at all. Not easy at all. But I appreciate the love and support though. I appreciate all the love and support. Yep, I appreciate it because man, it's not it's not easy at all trying to really grind and be successful. And day in, day out, knowing you got life problems, you got challenges every day, and you still try to get up and be successful. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Vice versa to you too. You keep pushing too. Keep trying to be great. You will be great in life. Believe in yourself. Go after your dreams and goals to be successful, and you can make it happen. You can make it happen. For real. We not stopping. We not wasting. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your potential. We only looking at the positive things. That's all. We only looking at the positive things in life, and we only focused on us. We only focused on getting our life together, showing love, being grateful, you know, appreciating. Cause you gotta appreciate the hard and the easy, the good and the bad. You know, appreciate the hard and the easy, the good and the bad. And as long as you believe in yourself, you can be successful at anything you want in life. You know, don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody get in your way or knock you up because you can't do anything you want. You can't do anything you put your mind to. For real. For real, for real. Yeah. But man, I'm gonna stay on the I'm gonna keep going, keep being consistent, get y'all hour streams. I'm gonna try to do more than just an hour. Try to knock like especially off the head. It don't be that too. And if I'm not, it's like, what's the point? Even though I'm learning and experiencing, because we gotta learn and experience in life in order to grow. And everything ain't gonna be perfect. So, but I'm taking that into mind. I'm like, I need to start having like a little set plan, organization, being organized before I start and do something. Because it's going out, I be going off the head. I be like, I'ma start it and then, just go with the flow. That's what I be going with the flow. For real, for real. I be going with the flow. Because my videos, I started and then I give y'all advice. I give y'all life advice. Any type of life advice that can help you. But after that, it's like, then I have to think of more topics. Think of more things to come up with. But we gonna keep going. We gonna keep grinding. We gonna keep being successful in life. We ain't gonna let nobody stop us. We ain't gonna waste our time. We ain't gonna waste our potential. You know, we ain't wasting no time. We ain't wasting no potential. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The love and support is returned. You know, the love and support is always returned. It be good. I ain't gonna be good when you do have support. I want to talk about like support and love in life because it can take you a long way. Like just certain like you ain't gotta always have a million claps. Sometimes you can have one clap and that one clap will get you started in life. You know? That one clap will get you through the door. That one clap will make you want to take that risk. You know? Go after that idea you had. Whatever it is. Whatever risk, whatever idea you want to take in life, do it. Make it happen. Chase your dreams and goals and live the life you want to live. Create the life that you want for yourself. Because, man, that one clap, that one advice, that one support, that one love, it means a lot. It really do. It means a lot. That one clap, that one like, that one love get you right through the door. That's all you need in life. But, yeah, though, go after everything you want in life. Anything you want, anything you believe you can get, go get it. Attract it. Bring it to you. Put that work in. Be dedicated. Be dedicated. Put that work in. For real, for real. I'm not, it's like, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna be consistent. Day in, day out. Day in, day out. Cause like I said, it's the one support, it's the one love that you get that could turn it into millions. That could turn it into millions. We not gonna stop. We gonna stay consistent. Keep grinding. Don't make excuses. Make the right choices in life. Keep going. For real. Cause boy, life will teach you and it will help you. It will teach you and it'll help you. I'm still learning, still growing, still experiencing, still trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure it out. I ain't gonna lie. I need to get back into exercising. Yep, discipline. Discipline, man. Discipline taught me a lot too. It taught me like doing things even if I don't feel like it. Really discipline taught me how to manage my emotions. You know, when things don't go my way, I can't always cry. I can't always get mad. Can't always pout. Have temper tantrums. I gotta discipline myself, and that's to doing content too. Like on days, even on days where I may have, life problems come up, I gotta be disciplined enough to still get the job done. I have to be disciplined enough to do things even when I don't feel like doing them. That's important. Discipline, consistency. I have to stay on top of that. My character, I try to make sure my character good. Like treating people right. Treat people as if you want to be treated. That's important. Treat people treat people as if you want to be treated, man. And discipline myself. Stay away from temptation. Stay away from things that don't mean no well to you in life. You know, discipline, consistency, character, dedication, wisdom, accountability. Man, them life words right there. Them life words that I had to learn. I had to learn that through experience though. You like some people do have to learn through experience because it's like no matter if like you saying discipline, consistency, character, and you trying to tell somebody that they they might not want to listen to what you have to say. They might not care with what you saying. Like if you try to tell them, give them advice on life, they might have to experience it. I feel like all my game and all my information and all my knowledge came from experience, you know? Came from me learning. Like the discipline, the consistency, character, all of that came from me learning in life and going through what I had to go through. It's important. It's very important. And it's, man, boy, I'm telling you, them challenges, them problems, that hard, it'll teach you. It'll show you. Them challenges and them problems and that hard in life, it'll teach you and it'll show you. So, and it's like once you go through it, it's like you get used to it. Like, it's like your first time when you have fear to do something and you wanna start a career for yourself. You wanna start doing something for yourself, but you afraid to do it. You have fear. And then but once you actually do it, and whether you fail or whether you be successful at it, you get used to it. It starts to mold you. So now it's like you're not afraid no more. You're not you're not scared no more because you took that risk. You made that choice to take that opportunity in life. And a lot of times we got to make that choice to take that opportunity and that risk. Yep. Yep, we do. We need to face our fears. That's very important. Face your fears in life. Face your fears in life so it won't be a fear no more. Face your fear so it won't be a fear no more. And then the crazy thing is fear ain't gonna do nothing but build your self-confidence. It's not gonna do nothing but build your self-confidence and build your self-belief in life. That's all fear gonna do. Build your self-confidence and build your self-belief. Because if I can attack fear face first, then what else gonna stop me? Ain't nothing else, can't nothing else stop me. If I'm not afraid of it no more, if I'm not afraid of what I was afraid of at first, whatever your biggest fear in life, you should experience it. You should try it. You should try it. Whatever your biggest fear or whatever you scared of in life, you should try it. Because once you experience it and once you go through it, it's not gonna be no fear no more. It's no longer going to be a fear to you. Because you experienced it and you went through it. Now you confident, and the next time that fear and you being afraid comes around, you gonna blow right through it. You gonna blow right through it because I'm not scared no more. I'm not afraid no more. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Now I have self-confidence. Now I have self-belief. Now I believe in myself, and now can't nothing stop me in life. Nothing's going to stop me because I already beat my fears. I already faced my fears. That's the good thing about it. When you face it, you become a different person. It's like you become a different person. I'm not afraid no more. I'm not scared no more because I believe in myself too much. Yep. Comfort too. Comfort. You have to be uncomfortable in order to grow. You have to be uncomfortable in order to grow in life. That's important. Comfort is one of the biggest enemies. It is one of our biggest enemies, you know? And I say I because we in this together. Like, you can't be comfortable. You gotta get somewhere where you uncomfortable. Because you don't understand how much being uncomfortable is elevating you in life. You get in that one uncomfortable position, then when the next uncomfortable position come, you ready for it. Because you've been uncomfortable before. It's just like the self preparation. Like I said earlier, if you prepare yourself for being uncomfortable, then you gonna be used to it. If you prepare yourself for fear, for being afraid, then you gonna be used to it. You have to beat being afraid and being fearful on a daily basis, even if it is uncomfortable. That's going to grow and it's going to elevate you in life. It's going to grow and it's going to elevate you in life. So sometimes you got to be uncomfortable. Well, a lot of times you have to be uncomfortable because being comfortable can't teach you as much as being uncomfortable. Is not going to teach you as much as being uncomfortable. So it's important. It's important that you lock in with that and you be uncomfortable. Because man, but I think life is going to show you. And everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their purpose in life. Yep, no pain, no gain, for real. No pain, no gain. If you can't experience a certain amount of pain in life, pain is your best teacher. Experience is your best teacher, but experience is going to teach you pain, and that's how you gain. That's how you grow, through going through things. Literally. You have to go through them heartbreaks. You have to go through the fallouts. You have to go through the losses. You have to go through the losses and turn them into lessons. You have to. You have to. The loss in your life is never a loss. It's always a lesson. It will forever be a lesson. When as long as you living, as long as you growing, as long as you getting older, you are always learning. You are always figuring it out. So nobody can never bash you or put you down for doing something wrong when you're learning. When you still trying to figure life out, nobody can put you down or bash you because you still learning for yourself and you trying to figure it out. Yep, no pain, no gain. If you ain't willing to face it, then you not trying to grow. You gotta look at it like that sometimes. Yes, I can be afraid of it. Yes, I can be scared to do it, but if I don't do it, then I'm not willing to grow. I'm not willing to become a better version of myself. You know? I'm not willing to become a better version of myself because I'm not willing to go through that pain and go through what I need to go through in order to be better. Like I say too, it's always how you look at it. It's always how you view it. Always your perspective. Your perspective is important in life and how you view things and look at things, you know? Like I'm the type of person, I understand that I'm not always right. You know, I'm not always right. Sometimes I just need to, be okay with learning. I'm fine with just listening and understanding. I don't always have to win. I don't always have to be right. You know, I'm just okay with learning, understanding, and growing to be a better version of myself. That's all. I just wanna learn, understand, and grow to be a better version of myself. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But life is important. Your purpose is important. Chasing your dreams and goals is important. Going after everything you want to go after in life is important. And sometimes we just got to deal with what life is handing to us. And we got to know how to get through it. We have to know how to get through it and still be successful at the same time. It's not it's not about luck. It's not. I ain't gonna lie. Because luck, and I feel like luck can only get you so far. Luck can only get you so far in life, for real. Because it's like you need to be put through the mud. You need to be able to go through hard. You need to be able to experience a lot. You have to go through a lot. You have to go through the mud to see the sun. You know, you have to go through a lot in order to know how to keep that success. You know, because I feel like if anything lucky happens, you ain't gonna know how to keep it. You know, it's gonna go away quick. It's a grind. It's a day in, day out thing. It's a everyday thing. Consistency. You know, trying, failing, and trying. Because if somebody gets something, if they become successful off of luck, and once they run into something that they afraid of, they gonna lose off bat. They gonna lose off bat. If they run into something that they afraid of, they gonna lose off bat because they got successful off of luck. You know, when like you said, it's not about luck. Because somebody that runs into something that they afraid of, opposed to somebody who was grinding and who was working day in, day out, they was failing and they was taking losses, they gonna understand what to do to keep it. They know what to do to keep their success in life. They know what to do to keep their success in life. Instead of the other person. When they get that success, they gonna lose it. Because they got it so quick. So when they run into something that they afraid of, that they scared of, they gonna lose it. They gonna lose it. The other person, they gonna keep it. Yep, they gonna keep it. Cause they know what them losses look like. They turned their losses into their lessons. They done already been through their fear. They not afraid no more. And when it comes, they know how to handle it. Opposed to the person with luck, when they see something like that, they just gonna run. Or they ain't gonna know what to do, so they gonna back down. Yep, so man, it's a day in, day out thing. You gotta literally, man. And it's not easy. It is not easy. But like I said, once you go through everything that you need to go through to be successful, and you have a certain grace and gratitude towards it. You definitely have a certain grace and gratitude towards everything that you have to go through. Yep, we do. Yeah, we do. We do need to go through the hard problems and the hard challenges in life. We do need that. That's going that's gonna really build us. That builds like, and men don't understand that too. Some men don't understand. I know I ain't gonna say all men, but some men don't understand that it builds like going through the hard problems and the hard challenges in life builds your character. It builds you as a person. You know, it builds your integrity. It builds your accountability. It builds traits that you need to take with you in life. you know so that going through that hard and going through things that you don't want to go through, but you still make the choice to be a different type of person, be a different type of man, be a man with standards, principles, morals, accountability, integrity. you know it just shows you are a different type of person. You different, because it's really hard to do, to really go through hard problems, trauma, challenges, and still make a choice to be accountable for yourself, have character, because that's going to build. That's what's that going to build. Your heart is going to build your accountability, your character, all of that. Your integrity is going to build all of that. But you're a different type of person if you okay with, you go through a lot and you still make that choice to still try to be successful and still stand on your traits. Good, man. Good. Just really grinding. Really grinding and figuring it out. That's the best you can do in life. Figuring it out and grind. For real. Keep going. That's the best you can do is grind, figure it out, keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Don't waste your life, don't waste your potential, don't waste your time. And that's something you work on a daily. Your time management, managing your time. You know, like I be trying to stand on what I do with my time. Instead of wasting my time, how can I make my time valuable? Make my life worth it. Yep. I be trying. I'm like, how can I make my time valuable? I be trying to manage my time every day. Every day I be trying to manage my time. I have to. We all have to manage our time though. We all have to manage our time. We don't want to waste our life. We don't want to waste our value. We don't want to waste our potential. We don't want to waste our potential in life. We have so much potential, and we have to go after our dreams and goals and be successful with our potential in life. We have to. We have to go after our dreams and goals and be successful in life. And we have to believe in ourselves, and we can't waste our potential. We can't waste our life. We can't waste our time. It's important that we manage our time and we go after everything we want to go after in life. It's important. That's so important. And not letting nobody stop us or get in our way. Yep. The clock the clock is going. The clock is ticking. Every is ticking right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, that time go on. Like I said before, just because you don't start, life don't stop. You feel me? Just because you don't start, life don't stop. It's not going life 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 is not going to wait on you to get yourself together. Time is not going to wait on you to get yourself together. It's not. It's all on you. It's your choice. It's our choice every day to want to get up and be a better version of ourselves. It's our choice. We have to want that for ourselves. We have to make ourselves the priority. We have to be the ones to change our life. It's all on us. It's not on nobody else. Can't always look for validation. Always look for that push. Sometimes we have to push ourselves. We have to pat ourselves on the back and keep going. And we make that one clap, that one support mean a lot. You know. Yep. Action is everything. Action is literally everything in life. Yep, you need to take action, because talking about it and wasting your words, it's going back to what I said, wasting your time and wasting your life. If you're not actually acting and actually putting in the work, then it's like you just talking. You gotta let your actions do the talking. You gotta let your actions talk for you. You can't always say what you gonna do, how you gonna do it, what you gonna get done, where you gonna be. Sometimes you just gotta move. Sometimes you just gotta make a move. And then when you making the move, people and other things will talk for you. Life will talk for you. You just put in the action and you put in the work. When you put in the work, your results will show. Your results gonna speak for you. Your results are going to speak for you when you put in that action. You know? That's like it's so easy to talk about what you gonna do. It's so easy. Like I can talk all day, like I'm a do content creating, but until I actually put in the effort to actually do it, then my talk doesn't mean nothing. You know? My talk don't mean nothing. My talk is cheap until I actually put in the actions. Until I put in the actions, my talk is cheap, you know? So, man, we can't waste our time. We can't waste our life. We can't waste our potential. We can't. It's important that we stay locked in. We stay focused. We stay focused and we stay locked in life, and everything everything will be everything if we focus on ourselves. Yep. Chase our dreams and goals.